Today is Wednesday, July 29th. Dear playlisters, hang on tight to the very last pool days of the summer. Soon, kids and teachers will be back to school and the city pools will close, even though it'll still be hot outside. You'll just have to drink a tall glass of water and attend any of the 40 events happening in August that reporter Mezcana Wise rounded up for us. Expect a Phoebe Bridgers album release party, a historic black burlesque exhibit, live Iranian music, and free outdoor festivals. You can see 40 things to do in Indy right now at mirrorindy.org/arts. Let's catch up on recent art news with arts and culture reporter Mezcana Wise. Mezcana, a lot has been happening.
Yes, indeed. A lot of arts and culture news has been happening. I was super busy last week. The first thing you should know is the Indiana Historical Society laid off 11 workers from the departments that oversee exhibits, education, and library services on July 24th. One laid-off worker said the layoffs feel like the organization was gutted from the inside out. Indy's Global Village Museum is facing funding trouble and asking for community donations. The museum has enough money to operate through the end of the year, but faces an uncertain future if they can't find new sources of funding. Since 2021, the museum has worked to introduce Indianapolis residents to their neighbors by holding multicultural events like Lunar New Year and European Heritage celebrations. They also have held cultural summits and events that mix cultures, like the World of Trees exhibit. Tease Me Cafe is closing the Tarkington Park location. Tamika Catchings, WNBA All-Star, former Indiana Fever star player, she said they're not shutting down, but they will focus on the IU Indianapolis location. This is the second Tease Me location to close in 7 months. The original Tease Me location at East 22nd Street closed its doors in December. Police are looking for multiple people who vandalized the Indy Pride historical marker on Miami Circle. Video footage shows individuals kicking the marker around 12:45 a.m. July 16th. They cracked a piece of the cast metal panel and dented the outer raised frame. Repairs could cost up to $3,000 and take from 6 to 9 months to complete.
Any recent happier news?
Yes. Well, the personal art collection of singer and musician Alicia Keys and her husband/music producer Swiss Beats is coming to the Indianapolis Museum of Art at Newfield September 19th. Giants, art from the Dean collection of Cassim, Swiss Beats Dean, and Alicia Keys will take up the whole 4th floor, formerly the home of the Loon, which closed in February. In case you missed something, see all arts and culture coverage at mirrorindy.org/arts.
Ari makes a friend. Who are we meeting today, Ari?
My friend, Bree Flannelly, a writer and supermom, shared her favorite Naptown digs. Here's what Bree had to say. I asked, what's your favorite place to visit in Indianapolis? And Bree said, Pit Stop. They've got popcorn, snow cones, and other fun snacks and blind box trinkets. The decor is fun, and if it's not crowded, it's a nice spot to read a book on a cute couch. Dear Mom is also rad. I asked, where do you like to bring people when they visit? And Bree said, the Tube Factory or Contemporary Art Museum of Indianapolis campus in Garfield Park. She's got deep roots with her Big Car fam. Jim and Shawty have always been super supportive. The Chicken Chapel of Love there is a super special place. The energy in the chapel is all the complexity of womanhood. Profound, sensual, but also tongue-in-cheek. You can pray and twerk in equal measure. I asked, what's something about Indy you feel is underrated? And Bree said, Crown Hill Cemetery. It's huge and it's weird and it's peaceful and you get a good workout walking up to James Whitcomb Riley's grave. I asked, where do you go to cheer yourself up? And Bree said, Blue Mind Coffee. People watching is always fun in coffee shops, and there's a decent variety of folks with main character energy conspicuously reading, catching up with friends, or doing remote work. She said she's been known to put on a cute fit and to go read or write there. I asked, if you had a day off to explore the city, what's the first place you would visit? And Bree said she'd probably go right and walk around at Newfields, go peruse Midland antiques, then see a movie at Can Cinema. That would encompass a lot of the weirdness and wonder of the city, she said. Want to be friends and tell me about your favorite Indy things? Email me at ariana.beatty@mirrorindy.org.
Before we go, what else is up, Mezcana?
A lot, that is. You can say see you later to comedian Patrick Murray, who's moving to LA. Attend a farewell party with comics and bands at the White Rabbit Cabaret on July 28th, or go to his album recording at Helium Comedy Club on August 4th. Are you an author? You can prove it at this Proof, a Midwest Lit Fest event. The annual Literary Fest is having a local author fair. To be one of the 30 featured authors, you'll have to apply by July 29th. Future Friends Gallery is throwing a cool market called Lovejoy Market Love Club with creative vendors and drinks on July 31st in Fountain Square. The Bing Creek Neighborhood Association in the southeast side of Indy will host a bike rally on August 1st to promote bike safety. Take some stress off your shoulders with a little writing. The Whispering Shelf Bookstore has a free writing for wellness class coming up on August 4th. Indy has a new glass sculpture by the guy who made the 43-foot-tall glass chandelier Fireworks of Glass at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. Dale Chihuly's blown glass piece, Fire Orange basket set, is now part of the Eiteljorg Museum's collection. The AIGA Indianapolis Creatives in Color Summit is August 7th through the 9th for 3 days. Hear 3 keynote speakers, meet artists, designers, content creators, and cultural leaders. Last but not least, songwriters can now join a new support circle with the Indiana Writers Center. The first meeting is on September 10th and costs $10 for non-members.
Thank you, Ms. Ghana.
There's always more, so see you next week with more news.
That's all for today. You can reach me at jennifer.delgadillo@mirrorindy.org. I'd love to hear from you.
You can become a champion for local news by supporting community-centered journalism today. Visit mirrorindy.org/donate.
This newsletter was written by me, Jennifer Delgadillo, edited by Amanda Kingsbury, and produced by Miguel Dominguez. Playlist illustrations are by Rebecca Nolan. The audio version of this newsletter was recorded and edited with Joseph Kilborn. The music in the audio version of this newsletter is Treasure Everywhere by Forestero.